Hi, this is Angela, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. I'm here for your weekly guidance from October 27th through to November 2nd. I can't even believe we're in that final week of October, moving into November. We were just chatting on Facebook about how there's so much energetically that was pulling us towards November, and that November was coming in with lighter and brighter energy, and that you're starting to see maybe through social media, through your circle, how new beginnings are coming: babies, homes, jobs, retirement, getting rid of lovers, welcoming in new lovers. All of a sudden, we're getting back into living where it felt like we were trying to just survive. We're now feeling more purposeful and more eager in that being reflected in our life, in our daily life. So, yay, guys, we made it. We made it here to the last week of October, really welcoming in that November energy. I do have 5 cards pulled before me. Let's hop right into it and see what's going on. Love it. There's the magician card. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be successful manifest. This is something that you have already put into motion. Okay. This is seeds well planted. These are things that you have already put into motion. And like we were just chatting about how this energy shift and the momentum that's coming in is bringing in these new beginnings, bringing in the benefits of all the efforts that you have been going through, investments that are paying off. Even if you are planting seeds, maybe you're starting a new path, maybe we're worried. We're worried about funneling our finances in this direction, whether it's a new home or a new car or a rental property. There is unnecessary worry connected to this, okay? And so still being mindful and being responsible, but it is time to get to work. It is time to get going, and it is time to start living again, which feels so amazing to so many of us tuning in today. The High Priestess card is coming in. You may not be alone. You're not alone if you have been doing an overhaul on your life. If you've been kind of taking inventory and checking in with yourself and seeing how you feel about how things are. Maybe you're like, oh, I gotta move my body. I gotta shift some things around. Last week's daily cards was all about maintaining your health, getting more healthful habits going, um, letting go of anything that we have been indulging in that's not for our highest good: drugs, alcohol, vaping, overeating, etc., gossip, toxicity, toxic behaviors. All of this really affects our physical, mental, and emotional beings. And so this inventory is moving forward. Don't get discouraged, because all of a sudden this just felt like, oh, this is an opportunity for change, but then I got this overwhelming feeling. Okay, there's this overwhelming feeling coming in where they're saying, do not let your ego engage you. Okay. Because it's saying the illusion of entrapment, lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. There may be some spicy conversations coming in this week. You know what? With October, the veil is thinning. When the veil is thinning, the veil thins for everyone, not just the people that believe in this stuff. All right. Which means that there's a lot of unconscious people walking around spitfiring, ready for conflict, ready for a fight, ready to blame someone for the anxiety that they're feeling, or because they have been having broken sleep, being a grump throughout the day. So there is a potential, especially midweek, of having this opportunity for conflict. This is kind of like it's just so stupid. I was like, is this real life? Like, that's bizarro land. Like, that's what this feels like. And so don't let this ruin your peace. Don't let this take away from you. Shake it off. This is not for you to absorb. This is only a reflection of them. Okay. There's also new beginnings. And maybe somebody's handling your shifts and your changes that you went within. You went within. Okay. You're going in and you're honoring yourself and you're going, you know what? Maybe I'm spread a little too thin, or you know what? I need to make some changes, or you know what? I need to place these boundaries. Whatever it is that you feel is best for yourself, right? Only you know what's best for you. And you don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Okay. And that's so important. The only validation that you need is your own. And so if you're making a decision for yourself, that you feel like this is what I need in this moment, then you do not need anybody's approval. You know what's best for you. And there's that new beginning. There you about to walk into this abundant, beautiful garden, this beautiful path. Okay. So you are moving in the right direction. There's the ending. Okay. And so the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both, an opportunity for new happiness. Okay. And that's exactly what this is. And I think that this is so important because I just got so many layers of grief coming in. Listen, anything that once was that no longer is has a grieving period, right? Grief is not only for departed loved ones, but out of my experience, those who have had significant loss have a really hard time with endings, with new beginnings, and allowing themselves forward. And your loved ones only want you to have the best experience that you can have here. So never feel guilty about having life experiences. It can be so bittersweet because you're so excited for this new beginning, but then it's just like so in your face that life is moving on without your loved ones. It is not moving on without them. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that that opportunity, that new beginning that came your way was because of them in spirit, bringing it your way. And so the best way that we can honor our loved ones is by living and doing and not having guilt and knowing that they're there, lining things up for you, lining it up, cheering you on, helping you out. Okay. And so really wanting to allow yourself. It's okay that it is a complex emotional experience. You can feel excited and sad at the same time. Okay. But this is an opportunity for new happiness. And it's almost like this feeling of like, let's leave it in October when we walk through to November this week. Okay. Let's leave it behind us. Whether you want to do like a clearing ritual or a releasing ritual, or do on the 31st have like your salt bath and sage your house and do some journaling. There's this feeling of like, let's release it and let's walk into this new energy. Let's embrace this new energy as we go through into November with open arms, without any negativity or criticisms or feeling as though we shouldn't or that there's something wrong with us, because listen, life has been lifing so much. It has been lifing so hard. Okay. If you're catching a break, you damn well deserve it. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Hold on to it for as long as you can. Okay. There's the awakening card, which means that we just need to take a little pause. Okay. And I think that that's so important. When energy shifts and when we have like this new beginning energy pulling us forward, it doesn't mean that we're sprinting. It doesn't mean that our hair is straight back and we're just going and running. It means that the energy has shifted from kind of like working against you to pulling you forward, right? It's kind of like if you're walking on a treadmill, right? Against the grain, you're walking, you're putting all this effort, but you're getting nowheres. That's what the first 10 months of 2024 really felt like for so many. Now we're going with it. Now it's pulling us forward. Okay. And so you may not have these big groundbreaking experiences, but all of a sudden you may go, oh my God, I haven't even been hard or critical of myself in a couple of days. Oh my God, you know what? My grocery bill wasn't as insane as it has been. Kind of caught a little break here with the sales. Or, oh my God, look at this little bit of money that came in. All of a sudden, it's like these little trickles of abundance. All of a sudden, this resistance or this intense work that you've been putting in just to be getting nowheres, just to be keeping up with where you're at, is now going to become a little bit easier. Okay. And so that's really where the magic is coming in this energy shift. Remember when I said the fifth card was a double card? I guess we really needed to hear it very loudly because these two cards say the same freaking thing. Too much going on. Working too hard, too many hours. Stress caused by many positive opportunities. Okay. The need for balance. Let other people help you. What has the universe taught us? Right? When the universe says ask for help or slow down and we don't, what happens? We fumble, we get hurt, we get sick. We make mistakes. We have to redo it. And so coming in, there is, again, going back to that previous message of where the energy is now allowing us to move forward, it's moving us forward. We are now going with the current and not against the current. That doesn't mean that we have to do all the things all at once. Okay? You can have everything. You can have everything. You cannot have everything at once. And it rarely happens overnight. Okay? So give yourself a bit of a break. Enjoy this energy. Let yourself be. Let yourself be present. Watch that movie. Have that nap. Have that bubble bath. I think it's going to be so important, especially moving into this next weekend coming up. And so, energy again is a little bit up and down, potential spiciness. But I think by the time we get to the weekend, we're going to feel like this sense of peace and the sense of relief. Like we made it. Here we are. We're also going to realize how tired we are. Right? So give yourself that time before we take off running again. I think sometimes we get so excited that the energy is shifting when we're waking up and we don't feel as sore in our body. We had a good sleep. We want to do all the things that we couldn't do yesterday because we were too tired, right? Let's be a little bit reserved with everything that we're taking on. And I think that's going to be something that's really going to be helpful. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. Don't forget, I'm doing a quick rundown. Intro to mediumship tonight, November 7th, online messages from spirit. Sydney, December 13th, my last in-person event of 2024. November, unfortunately, no private sessions are going to be open up on the 1st, and Adopt a Family fundraiser is live on my website if you want to go and support our community. We would be so very thankful. I wish you have a great week. Have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you next Sunday.